So let us understand today how to create JDBC application, how to connect a Java program with my MySQL server. So let us say I want to enter data here in Java application, and that will go to my database table. So first of all, what we'll do, we'll create one database in MySQL server. I'm just using here MySQL server 5.5, and it's just asking for password, so I just enter admin. Okay, so now it is connected from my SQL server 5.5. You can see here MySQL Enterprise server I am using. The server version it is listed here, right? And now we'll just say create database first. So we'll create database on the MySQL server. I just give here Isaac DB, Isaac database, enter. Now we'll use this Isaac DB, Isaac DB. So it will make the my database as a current database. If you want to see what are the databases we are having, we can see here show databases now, which will list out all the databases here. So this is my current database Isaac DB, and we have used now. And now we'll create one table here. Say create a table. What table? Consider EMP or imply. Okay. Here I will create one EMP ID, which is integer, and then we'll have a EMP name, which is a varchar size is 20. So the length of EMP name will be the 20 characters long. Now here we are saying EMP salary, and this is a double. We'll close it here and then say semicolon. So I created one table here, and you can just check it out what is the records in this table. So select a star from EMP table, I mean imply here. There is no record here. So now let us write one application here in Java by using JDBC, and we'll use type4 driver here, which will help me to interact with my database. So let us create one project first, Java project. So here I'm just writing JDBC example. Okay, say JDBC examples, and then next, and finish it. Now inside this we'll go here in source and say right click new. I'll create one package now. So I can keep the class without package, but let us go with package now. So say package, and my pack is com.isaac. Finish it here. Now inside this package we'll create one class, new class. Here we'll give JDBC example type4 driver with type4. Okay, type4 with type4. It will have a one main method, so I'm just checking this block now, and now just say finish. So if you can see, there's a one class has been created, JDBC example with type4, and this is my main method. Now here we want to connect with database. So let us try to take input from the keyword first. So what we'll do for that, we can use some API. Let us try to use this API, data input stream d equal to new data input stream, and here we'll pass system.in. Okay, so this guy will help you to take input from keyboard. So I'm just writing one comment here, or yeah, let us try here self for keyboard input. Okay, next. So it is giving error here. Can you just read this error, what it is saying now? It is saying data input stream cannot be resolved to a type. So you have to import this. What we can do, we can press here control spacebar. So this IntelliSense will come and it will tell you. Okay, so just check it here. So it has been now imported. Okay. Now we'll write here system out dot. So just write sys dot and say control spacebar. So system out dot print line, and then I'll print one message, enter emp or imply id. Okay. And then what we will do here, there's a one integer, let us say int emp id, or I can say here eid equal to integer dot parse int. Inside that I'll say d dot read line. So I'll read the, so this d dot read line will help you to read an in string from the console. So but I need an integer here, so we are just converting from string to integer, right? It is just saying it has been a strike, right? So what it will do, it means it is a deprecated methods we have used here. Okay, so same thing we can repeat now. And next time we'll take what? Salary. Sorry. I will take a string here, string ename. Okay. And here we don't need to write this integer or parse int because my requirement is a string and this guy is returning string itself. So just writing here d dot readline only. If you can see the method here, it's not visible. Okay, so we'll copy it again now. Now we'll take here. So this was a imply name. So enter imply name, and then this will be imply salary here. So this is my double e salary. Okay, and this is the d dot read line, fine, but you have to write a double dot parse double, and then d dot line read line, will put it here. Okay, so now we are ready with all these three values here. It is just saying that you are using deprecated method. The second thing is what it is giving the read babel line at its mean there is some error. We need to handle exception here since we are using this data input stream. So what we have to do, we have to say here throws, and then we'll say throws IO exception. Then this error will go. So it is just saying that you are using just deprecated method only. Okay, not a problem. We could have used some other API, but let us try with this. Now next step is what? We have to interact with the database. So there's one line we have to write here. Let us say class dot for name. Inside that we'll write what? Com dot mysql dot jdbc dot driver. This is for the purpose of loading drivers. What we are doing here? We are loading drivers. What driver? We are loading mysql driver. If you're having Oracle driver, you have to pass something else. If you're having DB2 driver you have to pass. So as per the drivers provided by them, you have to pass it here. Next, now we have to establish connections. So for that sake, we are having connection con equal to driver manager dot get connection, and here we'll pass arguments. Okay, we just rectify this problem first. So connection, import it, and then drive manager also you have to import. Okay, so it has been now imported. mm. Now in the get connection you have to pass the URL from where you want to connect. What is the server name, what is the database there, and then you have to give the username and password here. So consider you are connecting with MySQL, but first we have to write here JDBC colon. Then you have to write MySQL colon slash slash server name is the localhost colon 3306, that is a port number, and I created one database that is IsaacDB, right? And root is the username, password is the admin. Done. So this guy is helping. So what I can write here, retrieving, or I can say here getting connections from MySQL server. Now this con object will represent the connections. So we have got the connections. Understood? So now with the help of this connection object, we'll fire the query. Okay, we can retrieve the data. All we can do now. So let us try to use this prepared statement here. Prepared statement. Say pst equal to con dot prepare statement. Okay. Inside that we have to pass the statement. What a statement you want. Prepare statement you need to import here because I have not imported. So you can see here connection has been imported. Data input stream has been imported, right? Driver manager has been imported. Okay. Now next is what? Prepare statement pst. We'll do here insert into table name is employee. If you remember employee, right? We can just see here employee table we have created. So we are saying, and database is what? IsaacDB. So we have passed here IsaacDB, right? Insert into employee, and then we can say values. What values you want? So till now it is not here. It will come from my input. So okay, so let us import this one also, and then we can say just keep saving in between, and then we can say pst dot set. First is my integer, so set int first column with what? Employee id. Pst dot set string and then we can say here second argument with ename. So in second column ename will go. Okay, so there's a first question mark, second question mark, third question mark. First question mark will replace with employee ID, second question mark will replace with employee name, and pst dot set double, since third column is my double column, so third column will replace with e salary, right? Okay, so I hope you understood this. So we have prepared the statement till now, till this place. And now what we are doing here, we have to execute this statement. So just we write pst dot execute update. So you can use execute query, execute, execute update. But since you are writing insert, so for that sake we have to use execute update here and then say semicolon. This guy, or I can say just write one comment here. This method is used for insert, update, and delete statement. Okay, this guy will return you the integer argument. Integer, I means integer, return type is integer, so I can say int row count equal to, so this is returning me integer here, and we can check, or we can just say one message csort, I mean system order print line. I can say row count plus space row has been inserted. So this message will come. Okay. So here you understood this, what is happening. Okay, so we are just loading driver first, and then we are getting connections from the server, inserting record. Question mark is here. I just write one comment here that prepared statement has been used for query with placeholder, right? So I just use here prepare statement where we are using question mark, right? Three question marks, and that three question mark is getting replaced with this. Now let us try to execute this program, but it is giving some error. Can we check what it is saying now? IO exception cannot resolve because this is in IO package. So just control a spacebar will import the package, right? So it has been imported now. Okay. Now next stuff is what? This class dot forename returns, or returns class, I can say, and it throws class not found exception. You can say here. So you have to throw this, otherwise you can put a try catch. Okay. Second thing is driver manager you are using here. So this driver manager is throwing SQL exception. Now you have to throw this exception also, right? So let us throw this exception here itself. We can say here class not found exception, and then we can write what? SQL exception, right? Yeah. So it has been throws it has been thrown all these three exceptions here. I exceptions, because of this I am using readline method here. Class not found exception because this drivers I have, and SQL exceptions because we are using this SQL here, connections and driver manager. Okay. So let us try to run this program now, and we'll say right click, run as. You need not to compile because it has been now compiled. As you save the code in Eclipse, it is getting compiled automatically. So now just say run as Java application. Click OK. It's running here, right? And you can see that it is asking enter employee ID. So I just say 101. Then it is asking for employee name. I say here Tom Bruce. Salary is 3459. Enter. You just read this error, what it is saying now. It is throwing one exception now. It is saying class not found exception. com.mysql.jdbc.driver. This is a fully qualified class name which is not available in your project. Where it is? This is not in your this jar files rd.jar and all. It's a third party class file, so you have to add this jar file with your project. So just say right click and then go to the build path, configure build path, and this is the library, and say add external jar file. You download one mysql.jar, mysql connector.jar, which is available on the MySQL website, and then I just say open. Select from your drive wherever it is, and now just click OK. So if you can look here, the jar file has been added with this project. This jar file is having what? Whatever the classes we are using, this all implementation is here in my jar file. If we talk about this driver class, let us see here com.mysql.jdbc driver. So this is a package com.mysql.jdbc driver which we are using here, and you can see this driver class here. This is the driver class in this package, right? So we are writing fully qualified class name here. So it has been added now. Now we can try this application and check. So run as Java application. So try once again 101. I hope you understood to adding this mysql.jar file. If you're not doing in Eclipse, and if you're writing on the prompt and all, you have to do set class path mysql.jar, then you can run your program, because this driver is looked runtime, so error comes at runtime. Now name is name we have to pass, let us say, as I said, Tom Bruce, and now salary is 3459. Enter. So now the output coming, one rows has been inserted. So if you can look this code here, I just said one message. This guy has executed my query, inserted the record, and now it is saying that it has returned one record. I mean row count is a 1 here. So, and it is displaying here row count 1, one row has been inserted. We'll go back to the database server and we'll say select a star from employee. So we are getting one record here. Let us try to insert more record now. Just say run, select run as Java application. Okay. We'll enter here 1, not 2. Employee name is James Bond. Salary is 5678. Enter. Again it is saying one row has been inserted. So I'll go to there and say, so 2 record has come to my table, right? So we understood how to connect with the database. So thanks for this.